welcome back to my YouTube channel Programming with Gautam. So, in the previous video, we have seen how to add data in edit and delete data from the database using HTML files in Django with the help of Django backend. So now I will be showing you how to create many-to-many relationship between two different tables in Django. So before I run this project, so this project is running here as you can see, but there are two different pages that I have redirected to, but it will not show me the pages here because I have not made migrations here. So first let me make migrations and migrate the data there first. Python manage.py make migrations. Okay, now Python manage.py migrate. So you can see the db.sqlite3 is available here now. Okay, now I have created only two tables here. One is the course table and another one is the student table here. And in the student table, I have taken the student courses as a many-to-many field. So the moment I take this as many-to-many field and I have linked it to course model here. Okay, and this that is course ID is the auto field and is a primary key here, which is true. Then the course name is here is a character field with the max length of 50 and it is the course name is always unique here. Okay, the course fee is a float fee here, float field here, and there is no attributes for this course fee here. Similarly, in student model, we have the student ID, which is auto field and primary key equals to true. Then the student name is a character field and the max length for that student name is 50. Because the student name can be repeated, it can be a duplicate as well. But the student contact number will not be repeated here. So that is the reason we have taken that as integer field and unique equals to true here. Okay. In the same way, student courses, this is a many-to-many field because a particular student can enroll for multiple courses here. So and we have linked that to course model here. So let me show you the tables here that we have. The first one is the course model, that is the course ID, course name and course fee. This is the student model, student ID, student name, student contact number, and there is no student courses here. By the way, the student courses, there is a different table that is created here, as you can see. So ID, student model ID and course model ID here. Okay. Now let me run this particular project. So again, I'm telling you guys, all these projects are available in my GitHub profile. You can find them out and have a look at them if you need. Okay. So currently there are no courses registered. So let me register a course here. Python 5000. Save. The moment I click on save, it is redirecting me to the same page, but the fields are getting added in the same page here. Django 6000. Save. AWS 15,000. Save. HTML 2000. Save. Okay. Now I'll go to this particular add student page. So you can see all the courses that I've added are available here in this add student page, that is courses here. So I'll add another course, that is React 6000. Save. So React is available here as well as it will be available here the moment I refresh here. As you can see, it is available here as well. Okay. So how did I do that and all? I'll show you first before I proceed. So the course table is course model table is updated here with 5 different courses. Okay. Let me close this views. So I have created 3 different templates, guys. The first one is the index.html. In this index.html, I have given two hyperlinks, that is the add course hyperlink and the add student hyperlink. So add course hyperlink is redirecting us to the add course URL here. In this add course URL, we are redirecting it to add course function here. What is this add course function? So the add course function, it is there is a result here with a course model dot objects dot all. So we are returning render request add course.html. With that add course.html, we are sending the data and the result. So this is the result that we have. That is in this result object variable that we have course model.objects.all here. Okay, that is we are sending all objects from the course model table in the form of result here. And that result we are using it in the add course.html page. Okay. So this is the add course.html page that we have here, guys. In this page, we have a table with add new course, and there we have type as text here, the first table, row, then the column course name, then it is a required field and it is mandatory to enter. Then for that I'm giving the course name required. I'm giving the name for that course, that particular input field as C1 here, and I'm using that C1 in the views.py table, py file. So in this views.py file, yeah, as you can see, we are taking the C1 and C2 here. So let me close these tables here. Okay, so we are taking the name of that particular course and fees of that particular course as C2 here. The name of that particular course is C1, and the course fee is the name of that particular course 2 is C2 here. Okay, and the minimum course fee is 1000 here, because no course is less than 1000 rupees. Okay, so what is this error that we get? So we get this error when the course name is already available in the database. So for example, the Python is already available here. As you can see, Python is already available, and I'm trying to give Python here course fee as 6000, and I'll save it. So you can see there is an error that we are getting, course name is taken. Okay, so with the help of this error field, if there is an error, that is if yeah, we are using the try and except statement here. So try, it is trying course model. In course model, course name equals to name, course fee is equal to fee, and saving it. Return redirect and add course. If this is not successful, it is and there is an integrity error when we are trying to enter this, then it will show us a result is equal to course model.objects.all, message equals to course name is already taken. So then it will redirect us to data result here, then error equal to message here, then it will redirect us to the same page with this particular error, that is course name is already taken here. Okay, so this is about the course name and add course table. So how we are fetching the data from the database? So since we are sending the data from the database as data is to result here, and in the same way we are taking for X in data and table row, we have opened the table row X dot course ID. So what is the course ID that we have here? Yeah. So the course ID is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is in a sequence, and this is auto field. So it will automatically take this particular course ID name. So we need not enter this course ID. We just have to enter the course name and the course fee here. Okay. Yeah. So in this course ID, as you can see, this is the course ID, and after that the course name, and after that the course fee. It is running this for loop for as many times the number of fields that we have here. So we have 5 different fields, 5 different columns here. So this for loop is being executed for 5 different times here. Okay. This is about the course add course.html page. Similarly, we have the add student.html. So in this student, I am taking the student name as Gautam here, and the student mobile number as 521 47630. Okay, so I can select multiple courses here. So a particular student might enroll to different courses. So let me show you before doing anything to that course student table. Let me show you the student table here. There is no values in the student table as well as in the student model underscore student courses database here. So when I click on multiple courses, so this particular student Gautam is enrolling for all the courses here. So when I click on save, it will show all the courses available here that the student has enrolled here. So that is the Python, Django, AWS, HTML and React here. So when I go to the student model and refresh here, a particular student is added, but we are not able to see the courses that the student is currently enrolled. So for that, we need to go to the student model underscore student underscore courses DB, and when we refresh here, we can see only the IDs of that particular student. So the student ID, student model underscore ID. So this particular ID, that is the student ID with 1, that is student ID with 1 Gautam, has registered for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 courses here. Okay. So this particular Gautam student has enrolled for all these courses, all these course numbers, IDs. Okay. This is how I fetch the data. How did I save it and how did I show them here? I'll be showing you from the add student.html page. So this is the add student.html page, guys. So here I have taken two input fields, that is the text, number and the course field here. So these are the two input fields that I have taken, and for the two different input fields I have given two different names here, that is the S1 and S2. Similarly in views.py, let me close this models index. Yeah, in views.py I have taken S1, S2 here. As you can see, S1 and S2 I am taking them as name and contact number, and the courses as S3. So how did I fetch these courses here? So the third option is courses here. As you can see, in this courses I have given the option as select here and the name as S3. So we can select multiple fields here, and for X in all course. So I am also sending this all course from views.py, as you can see. Yeah. So in add student, as you can see, we are sending two different tables here. That is a C equals to course model.objects.all and R equals to student model.objects.all. So in all course we are sending C, and in data we are sending R here. So in R we have the student table, and in C we have the course model here. So we are sending both the student model and all course here in the form of all course and data here. Okay. So from all course I am reading each and every value here and running that for loop for the number of times the courses are available. So we have 5 different courses here. So this particular loop is running for 5 different times here. Okay. So with the help of that, we are giving for X in all course. For X in all course. So since all course has 5 different courses here, that is Python, Django, AWS, HTML and React. So this particular for loop is running for 5 different times here. So with the help of that, I am fetching x.course ID and x.course name. So I am not showing the course ID here, but I'm just showing the course name here. Okay, I'm just sending this as a value as course ID here, and I'm just showing the in between the option tags. I'm showing this course name here, and after that I'm ending this for loop here. Okay. Then after that we are if the student wants to select, so the student can select multiple courses here with the help of the control and click on that particular course there. So for example, I am registering another student here called as Vikas, and the student contact number is 9638521470, and he is only selecting Python here, and I'm clicking on save. So only that particular student is registered here. So for example, I want to register another the same name Vikas. giving the same mobile number, and I'm also selecting Django here and click on save here. So it is showing that the student number is already available. So this is the problem that I am facing here. So what to do? So for this we need to go to the student table. We have to delete that particular student and add the field again. Instead of this, we should give an option to update the records there, so that a student can register. If a student has registered for one course now, he can also register for a different course at a later period of time. Okay. So if I want to register this particular student, uh, Vikas is registering for another course called as Django here. So I have to change the mobile number and then save it. Then it will be saved as a different student here, as you can see. So we did not want to that to be saved as a different student. We want to save it in the same student. So in that case, we have to give a update button here in this particular place, so that the student can be updated here accordingly. Okay. So these are the fields that I have: the ID number, name, contact number, and course that I have given here. ID number, name, contact number, and course here. After that, I am taking as we have sent the data, that is for data in the form of R, that is a student model. We have sent this. We are pulling the data here and sending that particular data here. We are running this particular for loop for the number of times the students are available. So here we have three students here. So this particular for loop is running for three different times here. But we are fetching these from the two different tables here, the course names. So how am I fetching that? For course in x dot student underscore courses dot all. So student underscore courses. What is student underscore courses? So this is a field here which has a many-to-many relationship with course model. So this particular field has different courses, which is showing from the course ID and the student ID, as you can see here. Okay. When I refresh this, we'll have two different fields, that is a 6 and 7. The student ID 2 is registering for course ID 1 here. The student ID 3 is registering for course ID 2 here, as you can see here. So Django is the course ID 2 here, and here the student ID 3 is registering for course ID 3 here. The student ID 2 is registering for course ID 1 here. Python is in number 1 here. Okay. This is how I send the data here from add student.html. I'm sending course underscore course dot course name and course dot course fee. So I am sending the course name and the course fee here beside that, with two dashes here, as you can see. Okay. So hope you have understood, guys. In the same way, when I refresh this, it will show us the same error. So let me change this. I'll give another student here, another course here. I'll give here a Flask here, Flask, and the course fee as 1500, and save. So the Flask is available here, and in the student table, it is not available here right now. But the moment I refresh it, it will be available. As you can see, Flask is also available here, as you can see. So I am taking a new student called as Vijay. whose student number is 888-888-8888. This particular student is registering for all the courses. And clicking on save here. So this particular Vijay student with this particular mobile number has registered for these many courses here, as you can see. Okay. So this is just the random data that I have taken, guys. So we can also add any number of courses, and this will be getting on updated here. Okay. You can also find this particular project in my GitHub profile, guys. That is github.com/kgautam1995. So let me just show you. github.com/k. So I have a repository called as Python programs here. In this particular Python programs, in this Django project, you can find all these projects here. So currently I have not updated this particular DJ10 here. I will be updating it right away here. Okay. So hope you have understood, guys. If you have understood, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel Programming with Gautam. Thank you.